it's Mori des. Today, I want to talk about how I organize my life. I am a full-time English teacher at a public junior high school in Japan and a part-time YouTuber. I'm currently taking some short courses for my teaching career and I have tons of hobbies on the side. With this, it could be a real struggle when it comes to organizing everything in my life. So today, I want to introduce to you Notion. Some of you might be familiar with this tool already, but if you're not, Notion is a digital all-in-one productivity tool where you can organize everything in your life. It is perfect for students and busy people, especially for note-taking, scheduling, event organizing, and many more. I've started exploring Notion last year but only got the time to utilize it 2 months ago, and it's been a game changer. Notion is very customizable and gives you plenty of opportunity to get creative on how you organize your life. So if you want to start your own Notion journey right after this video, there is a link in the description box below. But before we start this Notion tour, I just wanted to inform everyone that this is not a tutorial on how to use Notion, since I'm also a newbie. I will, however, throw in some tips and advices here and there. Also, my setup is very simple and it's still a work in progress. So without further ado, let's start! I mostly use Notion on my laptop, but I also use it on my iPad or even my phone when I'm out and about. I get all my inspiration from watching different Notion setups and looking up templates from Pinterest. I think that's the best way to learn how to use Notion. Now let's check the first page. I have different themes per page, and for this one, it's pink and cherry blossoms combined and overall has this kawaii anime vibe. Now the first page is called Mori's Safe Space. This is where I put all of my thoughts, notes that are very important, and a lot of personal information. And by the way, Notion has available photos from their gallery that you can use for your banner and page decoration. You can also upload your own photos from your computer, or just like what I do, I just copy the image link from Google or Pinterest and paste it here. Very easy. You can even add an audio file to the page. I included one of my favorite songs, Hills and Valleys by Torrin Wells, and underneath it, I put the words, "Dear Self, you are the greatest achievement of your life. Remember that." So pat yourself in the back because you're doing great. Next, I set up an analog clock widget. And under this clock is a cute picture of a girl under the cherry blossom trees. Beside it, I also use some kawaii photos which have the links for my goals page, personal page, and journal page below. I also put a mini calendar so I can always see an overview of each month. On the bottom of this page is my ideal weekly routine. Ideal because we all know that not everything happens according to plan, but at least I'll have some sort of guideline on how I want my week to go. And beside it is another kawaii photo and a flower divider. I know it might be overwhelming for beginners to design a page, but don't worry. Aside from the free templates available online, Notion already has tons of templates for different categories, whether you're using this as a student, for personal use, or even as a team. Now let's go to the first link, which is my goals page. I have a lot of plans and goals in life, but what I can show you right now is a glimpse of it. So here are some of them. Here they are categorized under to do, doing, and done. If I want to add a new goal, I'll just simply click the new button. So here I'm typing try skiing, adding some tags, adding an icon, and it's done. Now, if the goal I'm currently working on is completed, I can just simply drag that box onto the done category. It's the same with all of the other categories. I won't be able to show you the personal page because, as the name suggests, it's personal. So let's move on to the journal page. This is basically my online diary. I still keep a physical journal, but sometimes I'm just too tired to write, and typing my thoughts is way easier. Plus, when creating a new entry, you can easily choose a template from Notion and fill in the information. Let's go to the next page, which is called Mori's Life. Here, I put information that is useful for my everyday life. I really love Studio Ghibli films, and one of my favorite movies would be Howl's Moving Castle. That's what inspired me to do this theme. Written under the title is Life has meaning only if you do what is meaningful to you. Do you agree? So anyway, I used scenes from the movie to mark the 3 links, which are my to-do list, expenses tracker, and travel plans. And below is my personal calendar. Through this calendar, it's easier for me to see upcoming events and tasks that I need to do for that month. Although I love updating my journal manually, it's frustrating for me to erase an entire page when there's a change of plan or whenever I make a mistake. So, having this online calendar makes the work so easy because you can easily delete, edit, and duplicate the information tabs. And beside the calendar is another image from the movie and a quote which says, "They say that the best blaze burns brightest when circumstances are at their worst." And I put some beautiful butterfly gif. Okay, so now let's go to the first link, which is my to-do list. The first thing you'll read here is, what am I doing today that will make my mind a better place? Always a good question to ask before starting the day. Now, I have 3 categories here, which are this day, this month, and this year. So basically, this is an overview of what I need to do daily, monthly, and yearly. After I accomplish one of these tasks, I can simply click on the box to cross it off. So since I bought a new laptop and I checked my emails, I will cross them off. The next link is my expenses tracker. I've recently just started tracking it online, so I only have a few months in here. Now for the months that had already passed, I used the tree icon while I used the sprouting leaf icon for the new month, so I can easily identify the current month. Now let's check the month of September. I am tracking my expenses from August 25th up to September 24th, so you'll also see information from the month of August. So these are my usual monthly expenses. I used a Notion budget tracker template for this, but I customized it to fit my needs. So here you'll see my expenses, the amount of expenses, its category, the date on when I should pay for it, and some notes. And for the amount row, I can easily get the sum by clicking the calculate button at the bottom, similar to Google Sheets. Okay, so the last link is the travel plans page. Using the gallery view template, you'll see the list of places I want to visit in Japan. So each of these boxes contains specific details about the trip. Now this is just an example, but when I click this one, you'll see the travel dates, packing list, hotels and contacts, and below it is the itinerary. Okay, so the third page is called Mori's Study Corner. So I use this for both the short course I'm currently taking and my study Japanese journey. The theme here is some sort of an aesthetically messy table pink vibes. And under the title, it says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Very true. And below it are my goals for my study journey. So example, learn at least 5 kanji every day, learn at least 5 new words every day, and so on. And then I also put another inspirational quote which reads, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." You know, putting quotes is a thing in my entire Notion setup, as you can see. I need a lot of affirmation. And underneath this quote are different study resources. So I have podcast, anime, and manga. And on the bottom part of this page, I have 2 links for what I'm currently studying, which are the teaching certification and Nihongo. Now let's check the resources. First is the podcast. These are currently the YouTubers I listen to when I want to practice my listening skills. I would appreciate it if you could suggest more podcast channels in the comments section down below. Next, let's go to anime. This needs a lot of updating, but for now, these are the list of anime that comes to my mind immediately. So I have here the genre of the anime, the name of the anime, and the status, whether I'm rewatching it, waiting for new episodes, currently watching it, ready to start, or if I'm finished watching. And I also have the scores tab here, the link where I usually watch it, and the summary of the story. Next, let's check the manga link. This is very similar to the anime link, nothing new here. So you can obviously add as much detail as you please, such as the name of the author, characters, and more. Your page, your rules. Now let's go to the links. First, we have the teaching certification. Here, you'll be able to see the modules I need to study. So, the panda facing the pillow gif indicates that I already finished that module, while the waving panda gif means I still need to study it. And looking inside, you'll see detailed information about each lesson per module. So the last link on this page is called Nihongo. I have 4 categories here, which are grammar, vocabulary, kanji, and reading. Now, underneath it are different resources for studying JLPT. When you click on the grammar box, you'll see that I made a table containing the grammar itself, its meaning, status, and sample sentences which I have yet to update. It's almost the same with the vocabulary box, but I added word type. So you'll see the kanji, the reading, word type, meaning, and sample sentences. Now, as for the kanji box, I just added onyomi and kunyomi, or in other terms, kanji readings. Again, customize it according to your preference and needs. So the next page is great for content creators or aspiring content creators. If this does not apply to you, feel free to skip to the next timestamp. But if you're interested in how I organize the contents you see here on YouTube, well, let's check this page out together. So the theme for this page is Lo-Fi Brown Aesthetic Vibe. And under the title, it says, All Big Things Starts with a Small Idea. So under the first photo, I have 3 links, which are contents, collaborations, and future plans. Beside it is a timeline view of my upcoming schedule. Now this lets me easily see which project I'm currently working on, or if projects will overlap with each other, so very helpful. And under the next photo, I have my media kit, which has 2 links, brand assets and brain dump. Below, I have my priority list for the week, and under it is the link to my content planner for my other socials, which are Instagram and TikTok. And beside it, another aesthetic photo here. Next to it are direct links to my social media accounts. So now let's check the contents link. Here you'll see the content ideas, which are categorized into 3 sections: to do, doing, and done. Now, inside each box contains the detailed list of the things I need to do for each video. And when it's finished, I just drag it to the done section and add the YouTube thumbnail so I can easily identify the video. Next would be the collaborations page. Obviously, these are confidential information, so I won't be able to show it to you, but basically it contains the company name, the contact person, and a lot more. And as for the future plans link, again, since it contains a lot of confidential things I plan for this channel, I won't be able to show it to you, but I hope you're also as excited as I am for the upcoming projects I'm up to. Now for the media kit, let's check the brand assets link first. So it has all my branding stuff, such as logos, profile pictures, illustrations, and my collaboration media kit. And lastly, for my brain dump, these are just the list of content ideas I plan to make for all of you. I always appreciate it when you guys suggest a certain topic because it helps me to know the kind of content you actually look forward to on my channel. So please comment them down below. We're coming to an end, but the last page for this tour would be Mori's work. This is where I organize everything I need to do for my full-time job, which is being an English teacher. So the theme here is cozy, neutral colors, books, and coffee vibe. Just looking at it makes me feel relaxed. Under the title, it says, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And I do. I love being a teacher. So first, you'll see my daily tasks at work, such as checking class schedule, reviewing lesson plans for the day, and so on. And then beside this cozy aesthetic photo are the links for the things significant to my work. So they are small talk topics, games and activities, bulletin board ideas, illustrations, and well, these are still empty because the documents and links I plan to put here are in the computer I use at school. Below the links is a reminder which says, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. It just gives me that strength that I need whenever I feel so weary from all the work I need to do. So next, you'll see here my class schedule. We have 6 periods at school, so for elementary, it's 40 minutes per period, while it's 50 minutes for junior high school. Now, the first number indicates the grade level, and the second number after the dash is the section. So 9-2 basically means grade 9, section 2. Now, the yellow highlighted row means I don't have any class on that period and I'm free to work on my other task. Lastly, on the bottom of this page is my lesson tracker. So this year, we only have 2 semesters per school year. However, because we have 3 vacations in between, summer, winter, and spring vacation, it's easier for me to organize the lessons using the old curriculum where we have 3 semesters. And that's it for today's Notion setup tour, friends. I know it could be very overwhelming for beginners, but believe me, it gets easier once you do it. Now, if you want a similar setup, I made free templates for everyone which you can access through the link down below. Again, thank you so much Notion for sponsoring today's video and for being a great productivity tool in general, and of course, thank you, my dear friends, for all your support. I highly suggest you try Notion yourself. I'm sure you'll love it. Stay safe always, and I love you all.